couple weeks ago, I dove into JO1 for the very first time because they dropped a brand new song called What You Doing, I believe is what it was called. And you guys loved that reaction, and you guys gave me some great suggestions. So today we are going to actually dive into one of those suggested videos. And this looks like it's the Icy performance video. So I'm very excited to continue diving in these guys. They were so talented. Their vocals are incredible. I love the raps. I love their vibes in general. So I'm very excited to keep this going and dive more into them. So let's go ahead and do this thing. I'm very excited. Here we go. Oh. Dang. The moves. Oh, this is so sick already. Sing it, boy. Damn. Ooh. Oh, this is cool. Wow. Oh, clever. I mean, this is sick right off the bat. I mean, just from the visual aspect, the choreography is so sick. I always love watching, whether it's a J-pop group or K-pop groups or P-pop groups or whatever the case may be, whatever Asian pop you want to refer to, I always love seeing their choreography brought to life because their moves are so precise, especially when they break it down to these very precise, very almost like slower motion dance moves where, you know, it's really cool obviously when you see them just like go off and do like insane like fast hardcore dance breaks, but what I really love seeing is the very precise, very slow movements that really probably take a lot of body control to do and probably takes a long ass time to get used to being able to, master. So I always love seeing those more broken down, very slow moves in these dance breaks or in these, choreographies in general. It's so impressive to me, and it's like, damn, I wish I could do that, but I'm a bad dancer. I'm not even gonna try. But I always love seeing that, and also just right off the bat so far, lyrics are really interesting and really appealing. I'll go into that for a little bit here in a second. But I love the vocals. I love their raps. And I love the diversity of everybody having different kind of almost like vocal tones and vocal ranges. So it kind of gives a nice variety amongst the group. Very, very well done there in terms of, I guess, whoever picked the members. But I really love this too, because if you look at these lyrics, let's go like right here. Saying right off the bat, saying, you got me icy. My feelings have changed. So we're kind of referring to this idea of whoever they're referring to has obviously changed their feelings. You've turned them icy. I mean, he's basically kind of saying in a way, you have made my heart in a way more, what am I trying to say? It's like when you like say like, my heart is hardened or something like that. I don't know if that's exactly like, terminology to use, but like they're basically saying like, you have hardened my heart. Like you made it harder for me to love now, I think, in a way. But yeah, you can also see here is, I love this little like almost like double meaning of the word here. Icy, like we see icy that they're using before, like icy, like, like frozen. Kind of like probably referring to their heart being frozen now because of them changing their feelings. But we also see this I see, like I see, like with my eyes, I could be your sorrow. So I kind of love how they use that, like kind of almost like a double meaning there for like the same word, I guess how you describe it. So yeah, really cool. I honestly love this so far. So let's keep going. Let's start, I guess, from. We can just start from here. Why not? Okay. I love this production. It's really cool. I love the little melody in the background. I could see this now being a little bit maybe like a jealousy thing. If you go back here and you see the guys that you hang around. So it could be the idea of saying, oh, something like the long lines of like, I don't really like that you're always hanging around with guys, because I know I've known many girls in my lifetime where they just happen to have a lot of guy friends. But let's be honest, in the reality of things, most of the time those guys are seeming as friends, but they're just basically waiting in line for their opportunity. And it's one of those things where, you know, like people say, it's like girls can have guy friends and guys can have girlfriends and whatnot. But when it comes down to it, 9 times out of 10, probably more from the guy's perspective, 9 times out of 10, any guy that claims that they have a girl best friend, they're secretly in love with them. Like, come on, it's no doubt in my mind that that's the case. I've been through that myself. There's many people that I've said are like my girl best friends, but I've had massive crushes on them for sure. So I think that when you say this, the guys that you hang around, I think they're saying, hey, I'm kind of not necessarily jealous per se, but I'm kind of like, I don't know if I really want to pursue you if you're just gonna have all these guys around you trying to beg for your own attention, and I don't want to be another one of those guys. Basically, I don't want to be somebody who just kind of gets in line waiting for my possible opportunity to be able to be with you. So I think that's cool that we're kind of tapping into that too. See, even here, I never want to get involved with those guys. I don't want to be one of those guys. I don't want to be that person that's waiting in line, per se, to maybe be able to get you. Okay, that's cool. Nice. Gosh, I love this part. The vocals are astounding. Oh, sick. This choreography is so sick. Wow.
Yeah, you got me. I see.
Oh yeah. This is so sick. I love the vibes. Here we go. Oh, that was so sick. That was amazing. Oh. I mean, my gosh, what an absolutely phenomenal song. They absolutely crushed that. That was so good. I love that they chose this song to be the one they did for a performance video, because you can tell that this one really works in terms of just the way they went about the choreography, that this one was the one that made the most sense to be able to really do a performance video versus a music video, if you will. And I think this is really cool because we see almost like kind of like throughout the song this idea of almost saying, you're making me icy, you're making my heart go frozen, and we're never, I could see that we're probably never going to work out. But towards the end, you still see, if we go towards the end here for a minute, oh wait, I need to go towards the end, sorry. If we go towards the end in this little break, they kind of go back to this memory by saying something along the lines of, you give me your hand, I'll take yours. Let's go back to where we first met. So I think that's kind of going back to the idea of maybe this is something where there's a case where they were just friends and they had only each other. But then maybe this person, well, assume it's a female, grew up, she got more attractive, she got more attention from other guys and whatnot. And like I said, it's that classic almost like childhood crush where this, they're saying from their perspective that they developed that crush on this person over time, basically being their, like, one and only person in their life. And so obviously when you spend a lot of time with that person, you're gonna maybe fall for them and start getting feelings. So I think for a while maybe this person was their only their full attention was on that person only. But then as they grew up and got older, more guys started coming around, started becoming more attracted to her and whatnot. And so he's over here like, well, I just gave you my whole entire life, basically being your one and only person, being your best friend, being the person that you go to for everything and anything. And now suddenly a bunch of like guys start lining up wanting to, get your attention, and you're thriving off of that. And now what am I, just, chopped liver over here, So I think it's cool that we see almost this progression of the song saying like, they're almost kind of trying to go that icy route, if you will, like trying to stay hard and trying to harden up their heart and try to move on. But the end, it comes back around saying, let's go back to where we first met. They try so hard to get over her, but in the long run, you just wish things go back to how they were. And I think that we've all kind of been in that situation. So a very relatable song also in the long run, which is really cool. I can say many, many times where there's somebody from my childhood that I definitely developed a crush on over time. But then, as they got older, they got more attractive. They got more, popular. And suddenly, I wasn't really their number one anymore. And it sucks. I mean, I'm still close friends with a lot of them. But they've either moved on now and they're engaged, or they're already married or whatnot. And I didn't get my opportunity. And maybe a little bit falls on me for, not really making my move either. But still, regardless, I love the relatability of the song. The choreography was amazing. The production was super dope. Vocals on point. Just an overall phenomenal song from these guys. I'm loving what I'm hearing from these guys already. They're so good. JPop is really in a strong area right now between all the guys, or other guy groups I've dove into, and a couple of girl groups, honestly. So yeah. But anyways, guys, with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead, drop a like, subscribe to the channel by clicking down below, and go ahead and play Smash Players for JO1 over here, and you can check out my most recent reaction already over here. As always, thank y'all so much for watching and showing the support. I'll see you all in the next video. Alright guys, bye!